Education, they say, is the bedrock of a thriving society. Therefore, it has become expedient to hear from a dispenser of knowledge. And this is Metamorphosis. Hello, viewer. Welcome to this educative program, Metamorphosis. Thank you for letting me to your home. My name is Chika Ozumba. Let's take a ride to Lagos State University and to the School of Transport and Logistics. Let's go.
Let government wake up and do the right thing. Transport is life. Without transport, nothing moves. Kill transport, kill life.
Today is Professor Charles Asenime, Dean, School of Transport and Logistics. And afterwards, we'll also be speaking to Mr. Godwin Ike, a PhD student. Enjoy it.
To improve public transport system, a lot has to go in. I think that's one of the major challenges we face, or challenge we face in the country. Some time ago, a young girl, Bamishe, was killed on the public transport vehicle in Lagos. People have been victims of one chance. I've been a victim too of one chance. Now, because the public transport system in Lagos is too informalized, anybody can just come in, put any bus on the road. I have pictures of some terrible looking buses, no headlamps, no rear lamps. Just put anything. All the side of the buses are all damaged, looking dirty. People take them because they don't really have a choice. So in such buses, it's easy for transport-induced crimes to take place. People enter buses, they never get to their destination. I have a friend that has been attacked on public transport. They put a bomb in her eyes and pushed her out of the vehicle. She was lucky to be alive. I've rescued somebody on a bridge close to Bagada before. They pushed the person out of the vehicle and she's lucky to be alive too. So until there is formal structure in the public transport system, the problem of insecurity will continue. And one of these ways to do it is for them to form like cooperatives. We have buses, instead of having if they have in a particular park, let them be registered. Let us know who are the drivers, who they pay to. If they're not the owners of the buses, who are the owners of the buses, who drives them. Once every driver is registered with the bus, then we know that if anything happens to that in that bus, we know who to hold responsible. If he runs away, we know who to hold responsible. But in a situation where anybody can just put a bus on the road and drive, insecurity will continue. This question has been rotating for a while. Almost everybody wants to know how to mitigate traffic congestion in Lagos State. The first thing is to know what causes traffic problem in Lagos State. I think one of the biggest problem concerning traffic in Lagos State is the land use. We have the land use skewed towards the industrial areas and the residential areas. Most of the persons living in Lagos live in the upland areas. Then almost all the companies are located at the southeast corridor of the state. So in the morning, you see people coming from the north, west, going to the southeast corridor of the state. Then in the evening, it's largely repeated. So that is one. The secondly, the infrastructure cannot meet the demand of the commuters, of the traveling public, the infrastructure. Because other reports state that Lagos grow at a population of about 300,000 yearly, and of this, about 100,000 are retained. So, but the infrastructure cannot grow. It's not growing to meet the demand of the population on transportation. Therefore, roads that are supposed to take 10,000 vehicles in a day are now going to taking about 20,000 vehicles or 30,000 vehicles per day, which causes congestion. Then the third one is the attitude of the people, the drivers and even the residents. Residents cross the road at will, delaying traffic. Then the driver's attitude, buses stop on the road, pick passengers, drop passengers. Sometimes it is easy to say, okay, you want to blame the bus drivers, but they pick passengers where the passengers stand. Passengers don't even like staying at the laybys. So all these put together are the problem of traffic congestion in Lagos. Then the mitigating factor is that first, we work on the infrastructure, transport infrastructure. The jetties we have, are they still operational? The roads, what is the linkage? What is the connectivity between the roads? If you go to some areas, we have gated communities where people cannot even move easily because they've been gated. Excuse me. Then we have on-street parking, people parking on the streets, causing problem. They reduce the capacity of the road. Then the network capacity has also been reduced by bad roads in those estate areas. Then the highways have some field portions whereby traffic people have to slow down. Then one of the things also construction. So if all these are minimized or worked upon, you find that traffic will improve. Also, to improve traffic, signalization has to improve at major junctions. Most of the traffic lights we have default settings. They are not there. They are not programmed to respond to the characteristics of the traffic or to the behavior of the traffic. Therefore, sometimes you see that the vehicles will stop and the last area is clear. Nobody is there, but the vehicles all stop. So this build up. Then also market incursion. There are a lot of markets affecting traffic flow in Lagos State. If you go to the Gondo area, Idumota, if you go to Ile-Epo, Yanakwaja area, you see how market has impacted traffic flow. Therefore, what we need to do is to restrict market into flowing into the roads, then causing traffic congestion. Then also, to mitigate traffic problem, I suggest that people, where there's high demand, where people go to most, there should be high-rise buildings for like short stay, where people can stay for a while, Monday to Friday or Saturday, without being on the road, just take a short last mile to their offices. That will help to mitigate the traffic congestion. Thank you. Transport system in Nigeria to make it more efficient. The draft national transport policy has made it clear that transport should be accessible, should be affordable, should be safe, environmentally friendly, and all that. Until those things are put, until we understand the concept of transport. Transport generally just fulfills three areas. Transport should be able to fulfill the mobility of persons, the mobility of agricultural goods, and industrialization. So once we can know that these three things, if fulfilled in transport, it will go a very long way. Now, to make transport very efficient, let us bring the national transport policy. Let people that understand national transport policy run it. If you say transport is accessible, what is accessibility? It has been defined there. If you say transport should be environmentally friendly, what does it mean? If it's affordable, what does it mean? Why should the high cost of fuel suddenly affect transport? It shows that the informal nature of transportation. If it is formalized, we know those who own them, we know the interventions government can give, then all these problems will not be there. Then we look at the integration of transportation. Rail should work. Why should somebody stop at if you get to the Badon station, for instance, at Moniya, you only find good transport to take you into town. The road is not easily accessible, it's bad. And it's under construction. If you go to Agege, if you are coming back in the night from Agege, you hardly can be sure of what you are taking. The accessibility to the rail station is even poor. If you go to the jetties, especially the jetty in Ojo, accessibility to the jetty is poor. If you go to the jetty at different areas in Lagos, the one in Lagos Island, the accessibility is poor. So if we want to have an integrated transport system, we should make accessibility by road, water, and rail seamless, so that people can easily get to their destinations seamlessly. That's one way to get efficiency. Then also, we have to ensure that the roads are safe. There are many mad drivers on the road who don't even have any business being on the road in the first place. They drive recklessly, they kill people. Just a few days ago at the Ologbo area, a tanker exploded because the road is bad. You see many tankers broken down. It exploded and killed so many people. I learned about 100 people died. I can't verify that. But say about 100 people died. Why should it be so? That's a major highway that links the west to the Midwest. The road is bad, and the government is not doing anything about it. Let us not be lazy about this matter. Most of the things we face about transportation not being efficient is laziness. It is not too difficult to do. Where are the highways? If there's a highway and they be complained that there's a problem, what stopped the Ministry of Works or Ministry of Transport to intervene immediately? What is the bureaucracy? What is the bottleneck? Now people have died. How much does it cost to just put some palliative to make people move? It's just laziness. Let government wake up and do the right thing. Transport is life. Without transport, nothing moves. Kill transport, kill life. The reason why it is so obvious in Lagos is because of the informality of transportation. Everybody just go on the road, collect money. And these people are not just there. They collect this money, put it together. There is somebody they are giving it to. There are people they are giving it to. If they're not giving it to anybody, how come they are so bold to be on the road to collect money from bikes, collect money from buses, and other, even those who are doing this courier service, they collect money from them. What is giving them that boldness that government cannot stop them? Informal state actors. Where do they come from? Who collects the money from them? Who protects them? Until we get to the root of that thing, they will be on the road. If you come in the night, you see people, young boys with sticks and pipes collecting money from trucks. Young boys who are supposed to be working and thinking of their future, collecting money from bikes. I don't know if they grow old, what will be their future. But it is obvious that their future is bleak. And they are making Lagos to look, Lagos is too big for what is happening to it right now. Lagos is almost like a country. It's the most developed state in Nigeria. If we see such acts in some other states, we can say, okay, they are still coming up. Not Lagos. If they want to collect money, they should collect it at their parks. A driver has left a park, he has paid at the park. What is the tout doing on the road collecting money from them? Somebody who does not own a vehicle, does not own anything, is collecting money from those who own vehicles. It should be checked. We see fights every day. They remove their mirror, they remove their rear lights, all because they want to collect money. That should stop. That is bringing down the mega city status of Lagos. Lagos is the sixth largest economy in Africa. If it doesn't happen in countries where the economy is not as large as Lagos, why should it happen in Lagos? The state government can do something. It has to be drastic. Let them investigate this thing and see who collects the money from them. What is giving them the audacity to be on the road? Why can't the police stop them? Why can't they be stopped? Until we get to the root of why they cannot be stopped or why they should be stopped, the thing will still go on.
opening up of strategic ports or other seaports, especially in the Eastern Corridor, will not only bolster trades in the Eastern region or the South-South region, but entire country.
Let's have the contribution of a PhD student, Mr. Godwin Ike. Mr. Ike, welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Mr. Ike, what could be done to improve the quality of services of the transportation sector in Nigeria?
Okay, it's solely the responsibility of government to achieve the set objectives of improving transportation services in Nigeria. We have put in place short-term measures of probably fixing the major roads in the country, to long-term measures or objectives of fixing and ensuring that there is transport network all across the federation, linking the major cities, the major strategic business areas, the agricultural produces, and the major cities in Nigeria. To another long-term measures of ensuring the opening up of the strategic seaports all across the federation, especially you have the Lagos seaports, you have the new Lekki seaport, then the Port Harcourt, the Calabar, the Onne, the Warri. And this will boost our trade all across the federation, especially the Eastern Corridor. So the short-term objective of fixing the major road, ensuring easy transport of movement of people all across the federation. We have the new Second Niger Bridge, you have the Abuja, Kano axis. You have the Lagos Abuja axis that is being improved. You have the Lagos Ibadan Express roads that have been completed. All this will have a long-term measures of improving the movement, not only movement of people, but at least the entire GDP of the country. There is controversy over the Kano Maradi rail line. People are like, why would Muhammadu Buhari amass so huge amount of money, or why would there be a rail line linking Niger to Kano? But I say it's intrade-minded in the sense that bulk of the foodstuff, like beans, like cow, that are being consumed in Nigeria actually come from Niger. So having a rail line from Maradi to Kano, then from Kano to Lagos, that means you can have agricultural produce being moved using the rail services, which is far cheaper than the road services in movement of goods and services.
Why the rail services? Why are you particular about that?
The rail services is cost-effective in movement of goods and services. Then too, the rail can actually move huge proportion of goods, unlike the container, the trailer, the container or the trailer. So and it's quite cheaper, extremely cheap. You can move a 10-ton of loads, for example, now from Kano to Lagos. Using a trailer could cost you up to 300,000-400,000, but for rail line it will cost only 50,000. So it's quite cost effective. Then you can move heavy proportion of goods and services. And thirdly, we can say at least to relieve the roads, the relief pressure on the roads. Even we can even talk of even the ECOWAS region. You have a master plan in the ECOWAS region having the rail line to move to integrate trades across the whole West African region. So goods from Nigeria can actually be moved from Kano to Lomé, to Cotonou, to Côte d'Ivoire, at least achieving a long time. But for now, we are talking of the Nigerian state now. So the essence of having rail line across the federation is ease of doing business and the movement of large quantity of goods.
What's your contribution towards the issue of opening up of several ports in several places in Nigeria?
Okay, especially the opening up of seaports. As we know that the seaports, it epitomizes trade. Anywhere in the world where you have the major seaports, it increases the trade volume, or it bolsters trade. So, opening up of strategic ports or other seaports, especially in the Eastern Corridor, will not only bolster trades in the Eastern region or the South-South region, but entire country. Those seaports can generate hundreds of billions of dollars revenue for the federal government, based on increased trading, based on commercialization, based on actualizing even the developmental objective of the South-South region, movement of produce, oil and gas to the parts of the world, and opening up of trade. At the long run, we generate hundreds of billions of dollars revenue for the government and for the entire people of the South-South and the Southeast region. And it will also increases or improve the ease of doing business to the region and even to the entire country.
Looking for a comfortable place to live in? Look no further, for we got you covered. Here is Osakwa, London. This is a fully detached duplex with spacious rooms, a swimming pool, fully equipped kitchen, fully automated speakers, cinemas, open terrace, camera surveillance. What else do you want? Just come and have a taste of the heavenly. Us for completed buildings, plots of land and service plots. For some, it is 24 hours electricity. What else do you want? Come and live like a king that you are. This location is by Lekki Ekpe Expressway. Available are townhouses, service plots of land, flats, detached houses, and semi-detached houses. Here, it is 24 hours electricity supply, adequate potable water, and of course, recreational centers. Mortgage facilities and installment payment plans are available. Title: C of O. Here is a semi-detached duplex. Ready. There's a swimming pool downstairs, cinema house, many things to enjoy. Just come. Just give us a call or do you right. We have varieties of locations. Simply get to us. We got you covered. Simply dial 081 7470 5050. We're expecting your calls. Education, they say, is the bedrock of a growing society. As you know, learning never ends, so stay tuned.
Keep watching this program from Adrian Communication Services. Let's keep the road safe.
Wow, thank you for keeping me company today. Thank you for being a part of this episode. You can watch this episode and subsequent episodes on our YouTube channel. Feel free to follow us on social media today. See you next week. Bye.